Okay, so in the previous lesson, we looked at domain and range. Now, what you have to also be able to do with these functions is also determine the intercepts. So you had this in your previous test. The X-intercept is where the graph does what? Crosses or touches the X-intercept, X-axis. The Y-intercept is where the graph crosses or touches the Y-axis. All right, so let's find the X-intercept here. How many X-intercepts are in this graph? Two. Here and here, right? Okay. Now, what are they as an ordered pair? What's this right here?
3, 0.
3 0 is the first one. What's the other one? 5 0. Okay. The Y-intercept, there is one, right? Eventually, but you really can't tell what it is. So I'm just going to put a question mark there. But there is one. We just don't know what it is. And you really can't estimate. All right, but you agree there's one, right? Okay. Let's look at the next one. X-intercepts. How many are there?
2.
Can you tell me what they are?
-1.
-1, comma 0, and what's the other?
3, 0.
3 0. How many Y-intercepts are there?
1.
1. Let me ask you this. Can there be more than one Y-intercept? Can there ever be more than one Y-intercept? If you have a function, can there... All right, let me go ahead and discuss this before we go on. Because it's important. Remember, we're talking about functions, right? Can a function have more than one X-intercept? Can a function have more than one X-intercept? Can it have 2 or more?
Yes.
Yes, we just saw that. These parabolas, they have how many X-intercepts? 2. So I'm going to ask you this. Is this right here a function? Is this a function? Yes. It has a lot of X-intercepts, right? Okay. Yes. B. Can it have more than one Y-intercept? No. A function cannot have more than one Y-intercept. Because if it did, if you had a graph that had more than one Y-intercept, it would have to look like this. Right? And it fails the vertical line test, so that's not a function. That's not a function. So can a function have more than one Y-intercept? No. Cannot. Can only have how many Y-intercepts? 1. All right. So I'm going to go to this one now. How many Y-intercepts are there? 1. Estimate it. 1.5, okay, I'll give you that. But how are you going to write an ordered pair? Is it 1.50 or 0, 1.5? 0, 1.5. Okay. Let's get the next one. X-intercepts. How many are there? None. There are none. It doesn't cross the x-axis. Y-intercept. What is it?
7.
Don't say it. Ordered pair. 0, 7. All right. Number 4. X-intercept. 5.3. Okay. 5.30. Y-intercept. 0, 4. Okay. 0, 4. All right. Number 5. How many X-intercepts are there?
3.
3. Estimate them. -0.9. 0. What's the other one?
1.
No, not 1 point.
Well, 0.
0.3. Okay, 0. And what's the other one?
3.5.
3.5. 0. Okay. How many Y-intercepts are there?
1.
1. What is it? Estimate it.
0. 1.5.
Okay, so so you see it goes by twos, right?
Oh, okay, 1.
So I'd say about 1, right? So I'm going to say 1. So 0, 1. See, each of the, on the y-axis, those tick marks are by twos. So 0, 1. Number 6, how many x-intercepts are there? Number 6?
2.
2. What are they?
1 point.
1, 0, 4, 0. How many y-intercepts are there? What is it?
1.
0, 1.
No, 1.
0, 1. Okay. Let's see. Number 7. How many x-intercepts are there?
1.
1. What is it? Looks like it's about 1.
1 0.
There is a y-intercept, but you really can't tell me what it is. So I'm just going to put a question mark there. Number 8. How many x-intercepts are there? None. None. Those are not arrows. Those are endpoints. But there is a what?
Y.
Y-intercept. What is it?
0,6.
0, 6. Very good. All right. 9. X-intercepts?
None.
None. Y-intercept?
None.
None. For this function, the graph does not cross the x-axis, nor does it cross the y-axis. You just say none. Okay, now, look at this one very carefully. Number 10. Remember, x-intercept is where the graph touches or crosses, right? Touches or crosses. Same thing for y-intercept. Let's talk about the x-intercept. Where does the graph touch or cross the x-axis?
0.
Are you going to use this one? Because it's not part of the graph. But you're going to use this one. So what is the x-intercept? 0. So that's the origin. So 0, 0, right? Okay. Now let's talk about the y-intercept. The y-intercept, look at your y-axis. Where does the graph cross the y-axis? Only at that point. It is also the what? The origin. Just make sure you understand that this was not, since that's an open circle, that's not considered an x-intercept. If it was closed, then it would be what? An x-intercept, and that would be how many of them? 2. Okay. And then finally, 11. What is the x-intercept?
0.
X-intercept. 5, 0. What is the y-intercept? Oh, there's a closed circle. -2. So 0, -2. That's a closed circle. So your x-intercept, the graph crosses the y-axis at 5, and this is closed, so that's a y-intercept right here. Okay? All right. Now, here's what I want you to do.